दिल ने पाई राहते, कम हुए कुछ गम, जब से मेरी जिंदगी में आ गए हो तुम। मेरी सूनी रात में खाली बंजर आँख में ख्वाब लाए तुम। इन लबों पे फिर हंसी होगी, हो हर तरफ बस रोशनी होगी। आसमां से खूबसूरत ये ज़मीं होगी। संग तेरे जिंदगी कितनी हंसी होगी, संग तेरे जिंदगी कितनी हंसी होगी, कितनी हंसी होगी। Good evening, welcome back to inthekhud. My system is there, so I don't know what date is it. This is 7 June 2023, 7:11 p.m. The reason that I feel that it's important to document these kind of vocal sessions, it's got nothing to do with inthekhud. Actually, it's got something to do with inthekhud, because inthekhud is basically a documentation of my life, and this being in this position where I can just look at chords online and be able to just play any song that I'm really humming at the moment. This song, Kitni Haseen Hogi, at the moment. This has been like a dream for me for a very long time, because for a very long time I was struggling with how to just be comfortable with the guitar. Now I've reached that point, so it is good. And the other reason is I have this overthinking mind where I played the B minor chord wrong at one point. And so if I was trying to record this and put it on the main channel as like a song cover of sorts, I would like keep doing takes over takes over takes, and the more takes you do, it just loses its, like it just feels very forced, which is why I never got to continuing uploading song covers, because it feels very weird, like that you can do better than that, and you got like strained because you were thinking too much about how the result will be, instead of just being there and enjoying the process. And because inthekhud is very raw, and nobody as such watches it, at least people who are familiar with me, they don't watch it, which is nice. So it's a lot easier on the mind. So yeah, I have one thing to document today other than this. So I'll just put my guitar away, and then we'll start with today's regular broadcasting generative fill, AI generative fill in Photoshop. It's currently in Photoshop beta, Photoshop 2024 version, I don't know, 24.6 or something. And I used it actually for one of my projects, where the original photo that I had was this one of this is one of my office colleagues only. He's eating the pizza, okay, and now they did not get any filler shots where it was just the background. So I want to somehow remove the subject, but at the same time keep the background onto which I would have text, like text slate coming on it. And using generative fill, this is what I came up with, which looks pretty flawless. But I had to do quite a few tweakings on this. So this was me trying to just do content aware fill, like the regular old content aware fill. That it just doesn't look right, because the details are gone, everything is gone. It's like a thing of what do you call it? Artificial thing. Okay, so there are a few generative layer 3. What this was trying to do is, okay, this still retains those, right? It was replacing the subject. Once you have the subject selected, it was replacing it with completely different human being. Now, of course, this human is very scary and not perfect, to be honest. Photoshop will do so many updates but will not add like scroll button pan. Why? To use auto hotkey for that. Anyway, this is also very scary, it looks like an AI generated woman, so it's definitely not like magical or anything. This, I mean, I would give it a pass, but for the most part, yes, I would give it a pass, except for the eyes. Maybe I think it's messing up the eyes. Other than that, it's good. It's pretty good actually. Okay, so this was one generative layer. Then I was again trying to do something. Then this is the second generative layer where the selection only hasn't happened right. So of course, and fill in the background. This is what I'm giving the prompt as, fill in the background, but it's just doing some very weird thing. And then this was, I think, pretty close, out of which I think I selected this one, the first one, and then I removed the bouquet out using, I think, I don't know, content aware or something. Over here, oh my god, like AI is really messing human beings up in every way possible. Again, I don't mind the whole body as such. It looks pretty, like the fingers are something that it's messing up a lot, and the face is something it's messing up. Like the body structure and everything is getting pretty fine, but the face is something that needs to be worked on a lot. And it's even added like a thing here which was not even like original, and fingers and face are a bit problem. But anyway, we went from this to this, which was amazing because we applied AI in our work. And the second thing I was trying to do is this render that I'd made on Saturday, the product render, which is getting a lot of views by the way on inthekhud. I don't know why. I just was, because this is like a nice tool to mess around with, to like play with. So it's like I would just add a few things here and there, and it does very good. Like if you see the prompts here was miniature boat, and it also took into account that only this bottle here is in focus, everything else is out of focus. That's how I'd set it up in Blender. So it took the depth of field in to consideration. And this guy was detailed man swimming, because for a long time I was writing this, it was just doing this very weird thing. I don't know why, detailed man. So that I got one man here, I got nothing here actually, and then I got this man which was more or less convincing. But again, face is a problem with this thing. And here I was trying to do sunset and stuff like. So yeah, this does add like a very nice glow to it. It's adding clouds. Pretty nice, pretty neat actually. It also makes sure that the perspective is such a way that it's nice. It's pretty nice. I like it. There's definitely a lot we can play with it. Worked on one video edit today, because I'd said yesterday as well that I'll probably have to work on a video edit, and it was like pretty basic normal edit, and I did not get to working. Okay, yeah, for this AI generative thing to work, I was trying to install Adobe Photoshop beta, but nothing was working on the Creative Cloud app here. This app was not updating, this app was not allowing me to download anything, and that turns out that was happening because I was using the NPAV shield, like the NPAV net protector. So you just come in here and say stop NPAV shield, then it will be able to connect to its servers and stuff, which is very weird. I mean, I don't even know what NPAV does, but my dad is like, you should have NPAV or some form of thing in the system, so which is why I've kept it. More often than not, it just messes things up for me. Like all my default apps have gone because of NPAV, like after I've installed the antivirus. So I have to keep right clicking and say set default app every single time. Anyway, all those complaints apart, this is what today's day was, and that's where we'll end today's documentation. Tomorrow I'm going to office, so I don't know. There's already a video edit to work on, but I'm not very sure. I'm just trying to be present and like spontaneously do whatever is needed in the moment, which is always a good thing to do. So thanks so much for being in the code. I will catch you tomorrow. Peace. Tomorrow or day after.